Welcome, everyone, to Creating Young Minds Undiscovered League Week 3 recap. Thank you, all those, for tuning in. We are live right now on Facebook. We're also live on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. We're live on Twitter. And we're live on Roku TV. So BS3 TV, BS3 Network, is now on Roku TV. Where you'll be able to find all of the content from all of these shows. And we are putting out content every single day. And once again, doing a recap week 3 of the Creating Young Minds Undiscovered League. So Creating Young Minds is an organization that helps to build young men and help to build them up, not just in basketball, but also in other areas as well. You can visit the website, which is creatingyoungminds.org. Also, if you want to watch the games that I'll be recapping every week, you go to CYMTV.org. It's $20 a month, and you get access to all of the content, the games, the podcasts, everything that the organization is doing. So let's get right into it. Week number 3 of the Creating Young Minds Undiscovered League. Another great week, another week of good competition. This is, a league that I'm passionate about and that I've been covering for quite some time. And they are, extremely passionate about helping to build young men, give them opportunities throughout the sports and throughout the sports landscape. So week 3, the first game was Team Blue versus Team Red. Also, let me say this, with Thanksgiving coming up, hopefully you guys have a wonderful holiday. Enjoy the time with your family. So week number 3, we had Blue versus Red. Team Blue versus Team Red. And it's starting to kind of pan out here that Team Blue and Team Purple are becoming to be one of the top teams in the league for this year. So kind of starting off early in the game, Blue was up 20-13 in the first. They were up by 7. Then at the end of the second, it started to get more competitive. It was 44-32. Team Blue was up. Also, we'll have highlights, so stay tuned for that. And if you need more information, creatingyoungminds.org, as well as CYMTV.org if you want to check out some of the games. So you got the websites down there at the bottom. Going into at the end of the half, it was 44-32. Going into the third, Team Blue just really started to pull away. You could see their dominance that they were able to exhibit. And it was 66-48. So they just continued to dominate. And then it was 93-72 into the game. Team Blue was victorious in the first game. These games are played in Dallas, so at Lake Dallas High School. So you'll be able to, if you want to actually come to the games, it's every Saturday, and it's from 12 to 4. Shout out to my guy, Courtney Harden. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you are having a good day and enjoying time with your family. Host of The Real Deal with Courtney Harden. So that was the first game, Team Blue, Team Red. These games have a running clock of 5 minutes. It's a running clock and 10-minute quarters. And they're pretty much going at it back and forth, up and down the floor. So like I said, 93-72 in this first game. And it was definitely, this is a competitive league, and they play extremely hard, and they play going up and down the floor, full team defense. You have coaches and the likes of Mathis Crowder. You also have a coach in Jason Maxiell, former Detroit Piston. He's there as well, helping to coach, and his former NBA players and former G League players as well that are playing in this league. Also, players in the TBL, which is called the Basketball League. You can look that up to get more information on that league as well. All right, so kind of points on turnovers. Team Blue with 20 and Team Red with 8. Points in the paint, 54 to 36. Second chance points, 18 for Team Blue, 0 for Team Red. Fast break points, 27 to 14. Team Blue. Bench points, 8 to 4. So you can just see that Team Blue was extremely dominant in every category. The biggest lead was 22 by Team Blue, and the longest run, they both had 11-0 runs throughout this game. And let's get to the stat sheet so you can see. And happy Thanksgiving to your family as well, Courtney. Let's get to the stat sheet. Trenton Washington, I talked about him last week. I like his play. Good point guard, 10 points, 4 assists. Richard Turner, a.k.a. Big Rich, with 18 points, 12 assists. Just diamond everywhere. Austin Wire with 34, dominant power forward with 9 rebounds, plus or minus at 26. And then Jeremy Burright was getting busy. He had 19 points in this game and 5 assists. And those 3 guys that I mentioned, and those 4 guys that are mentioned, are the reason why Team Blue is such a powerhouse of a team. Trenton Washington with 10, Richard Turner with 18, Austin Wire with 34, and Jeremy Burright with 19. Going over to the red side, they are not slouches at all. They kept the game close in the first quarter. And I'll give that to Deontay Terrell, who's a former, he may be playing this upcoming year, not sure, but with the Shreveport Mavericks in the TBL. 24 points. William Benjamin with 20. And Jaden Richardson, he's a new player with 11. So, I mean, these guys are just doing their thing. Man, they're taking this opportunity that they have, and they're trying to find the best possible way to take advantage. So that was the first game, 93-72. Going into game number 2, which was Team Purple versus Team Steel. And we are talking about the Creating Young Minds Undiscovered League Week 3, 2021-2022 season. And Team Purple, they dominated the entire game. Started off the first quarter 27-8. At the end of the first quarter, you can see how dominant of a performance that was. And the second quarter, 51-24. Third quarter, 68-45. And they just poured it on in the fourth, 96-67. It was a dominant, like I said, dominant performance for Team Purple at every level. Points off a turnover, 12. Points in the paint, 64. Second chance points, 21-9. Fast break, 25-8. Bench points was actually pretty close, 7-6. But the points in the paint, man, is a major. They were 59.3 with 64 points. And that's just a dominant performance. That's really the only way you can put it. We're live right now on Roku TV. Make sure to search BS3 TV on your Roku TV or device. Check out these shows, the Creating Young Minds recap, also other great shows on BS3 TV. Going over to the other side, going to the stats sheets, the biggest lead was 32, which, the end of the game, that's where it ended up. The biggest scoring run, 9-5 in that category. But going over to the stats for each player, on Team Purple, Drew Harbor with a good day with 15 points, 3 rebounds, or 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals on the day as well. That's that defense I'm talking about. That they play that up and down defense. Usama Zayed with 20 points, 4 assists, 4 steals. Richard Turner, again, he played back-to-back games, 7 points. Katarius KT Boachman with 24. Zachary Hinton with 16 and 11 rebounds. And then Nakeem Oji with 14 and 14. This guy plays above the rim, physical. One of my favorite players right now in this Undiscovered League for this particular year. And then going over to the other side for the Steel team, Ruben Acosta led the way with 25 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. One of his top games in the league so far. And then James Hampton with 14 with 7 rebounds. And Jeremy Burright, again, 17 points or 16 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. So that's your stats there. And Purple end up winning that game 96-67. And that just tells me again, like I said, I think Team Purple and Team Blue are extremely dominant. And they are the 2 best teams so far right now. We had Team Red, which was a new team, also kind of built with other players that have played on other teams as well. And this is just a solid run, man. These guys are just hooping and getting their opportunities where they can. Hopefully, this gives them an opportunity overseas, maybe in the G League, maybe in the NBA, maybe in other areas. So that was the end of the second game, 96, Team Purple, Steel, 67. I wanted to go over some of my favorite players so far. I did bring that up and mention that. Trenton Washington, Big Rich, Richard Turner, Austin Wire, Jeremy Burright, Deontay Terrell. I'll also say Usama Zayed and Nakeem Oji, as well as Ruben Acosta. So those are some of my favorite players in the league so far. Let's get to the highlights put together by AFI and Corp. Also, want to give a shout out to D-Lo, produced it, doing both of them really put together great highlight reels. But here's the clip for week number 3. Very well done. You see the stats put at the end. Those names I talked about, Austin Wire, Deontay Terrell, KT Boachman, Katarius Boachman. I mean, these guys are really doing their thing. And Katarius, excuse me, let me get that right. So we will have week 4. Should be talking about that next week. And they'll be going into week 5 this week, coming up on Saturday, playing in Lake Dallas High School. Here's a link to watch the game, cymtv.org. It's $20 a month. You get a full access pass to all of the games. And then creatingunminds.org. You can check out that website as well. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you're tuning in live, you're tuning in on whatever platform we are on. We are on a ton of them: Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and we are now on Roku TV. If you are interested in joining BS3 Network, reach out to me. I run all the social media accounts, so at BS3 Network on all the social media. I would love to speak with you. We want a variety of different shows. We want sports, we want music, we want cooking, we want a traveling show, we want more political shows. We have one currently right now. So we want to continue to build. Coming up tonight at 7 p.m., we have Life Happens. They'll be talking about the 5 love languages. That's a great topic. You don't want to miss that. At 8:30, we will have Cigar Chronicles. They'll be talking about race and inequality in America. And then we'll also have Cats Talk Wednesday. They'll be on demand. They'll be releasing an episode tonight. So thank you for tuning in. Have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. Check out creatingyoungminds.org or CYM TV, and we will be back next week. Peace.